Houston Sports Talk Productions back with another video today, and Astros do win 11-2. We have two announcements before we start the video, well, it's kind of announcements. It's about the Astros though. So one is about standings, and the other is about call-ups and activated, or not call-ups, just activated and send downs. Didn't really want to make another transaction video because that'd be like the third day in a row make a transaction video. Just no sense to make it this time. So Blake Taylor and Jose Urquidy is activated today. Obviously, Jose Urquidy, as you can tell, because he did make the start. But who gets sent down? Ralph Garza, who made his major league debut the other day, and Blake Taylor. Ralph Garza and Andre Scrub get called down, and then so Scrub and Garza go down. Jose Urquidy and Taylor come up. So what my whole perspective on this before I start the video, I do get Scrub going down because Scrub has been struggling. Maybe try to get him to work on some stuff. Not going to guarantee he comes back, but there's a chance he might. But the thing is that I'm still a little angry about his BLAC getting sent down. I would like, now that I'm just going to tell you this, Nivaldo Rodriguez played today, I think he pitched 2 innings. He even got the save. No reason to get the save. It was 11-2, but, or the close. He got the close. But now that Nivaldo Rodriguez has made a pitching appearance, I think it's time to bring back up BLAC and send down Rodriguez. It was good for him to get the close / 2 innings of pitch baseball. He didn't do that great, to be honest. He had a good 9th inning pitching, but it was a 9-point game, so the Red Sox weren't going to give it their all. Basically gave up on the game by the 9th. So, yeah. Now, for Blake Taylor, talk about his stats a little bit. This is what I really didn't get, and let me get back to it. So there was a thing I didn't get with the Blake Taylor stats. It just didn't make sense to me. We'll talk about the game before I talk about that. Oh, I'm on it. Never mind. So I was looking up the Taylor stats for this year. This year. And it says he has 7 games played, which that can't be right because he got hurt in the 5th game against the Angels, and that was the 5th game. We just had four games ended against the Athletics, and then the first game of a series against the Angels. Doesn't really make sense how you can pitch 7 games if you get hurt in the 5th one and don't make an appearance since then. If y'all know what's that about, I don't know. But this season, Taylor, 7 games, it says, which cannot be right. 5.1 innings pitched. 8 hits against him, 5 runs against him, 4 earned runs, 2 homers against him, 2 walks, had 4 strikeouts. Keep in mind, he's only played in 5.1 innings pitched. I know this for a fact. He's only played in 3 games. I don't know why it says 7. If he got hurt in the 5th game, just doesn't make sense, guys. So, yeah. We're going to move on from that, and we're going to actually start talking about the game now. So, moving on from the game, the Astros do win 11-2. Astros have 15 hits. The Dodgers. Oh my God, the Red Sox have 5. The funny thing is the Red Sox didn't have a hit until like the 6th inning, the 6th inning. So that was pretty crazy as Urquidy was just throwing strikeout after strikeout. Neither team had an error. Now let's talk about Urquidy getting the win. Urquidy goes to 4-2. Has the second most wins as an Astros pitcher. He's behind Greinke. He goes 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. The loss goes to Rodriguez, 4.2 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. I love the way Urquidy played today. Oh, and the second announcement, after talking about the pitchers, is the Astros make a huge jump today, and 2 reasons. One doesn't really matter, and this is going to be stupid for saying, but the first one actually really does. With the Athletics lost to Seattle, and the Astros win to the Padres yesterday, and they win today against the Red Sox. The Houston Astros are only a half a game back of first place in the AL West. Now, this one doesn't matter, but it can be something. I know this is only 50 games into the season, but this kind of stuff matters to me because I'm like a huge Houston sports fan, and I always want to make sure we're the best at possible early. So with the Indians loss to the White Sox, they're currently still playing the White Sox because they played 2 games a day, a doubleheader against the White Sox. We will jump into the 5 seed in the playoff bracket. I mean, that sounds pretty stupid because we still have 107 games left in the season, but earlier the better for me. So, yeah. Moving on from that, scoring summary. Jones hit sacrifice fly to right. Correa scored. Tucker to third. Jones had an underrated day today. Getting a sacrifice fly, a single, and a walk. Great day for Jones after getting back-to-back RBIs dated in front of day today. So then Straw grounded into double play. Second to first to shortstop. Tugger scored. Diaz out at second. This play was a weird play. That was kind of like the Javi Baez play at second base, but I didn't really get it. But so basically, Straw hits a ground out to second baseman. He throws it out at first. Diaz gets stuck in between shortstop and first base, so he keeps running away and away until Tucker gets home. Then he gets out, and that was the end of the inning. And that was the second. Then in the third, Altuve blasts one out to left field. It wasn't that far hit, as you see, only 330 feet. He was lucky he got it out. It wasn't just a double to score Maldonado. But yeah, Altuve luckily got it out to make it 4-0. Then Tucker had a great day today, 4 RBIs. Tucker singled to center. Altuve scored and Bregman scored. Correa to second. In the sixth, Verdugo doubled to deep left. Renfroe scored 1-6. Then in the sixth, Bregman singled to right. Altuve scored and Straw scored. McCormick to third. This is the sixth inning. The Astros had a huge inning, scoring 3 runs. I would say most likely, every inning they scored, they had multiple runs scored. As in the second, they scored 2 runs. The third, they scored 2 runs. The fifth, they scored 2 runs. The sixth, they scored 3 runs. So every inning they scored in this game was multiple run innings for the Astros. So they did a great job. They had the bases loaded 5 times a day. An incredible job from the Houston Astros today. They were getting men on base. Starting pitching was amazing. This was just a great day for the Astros. The bullpen was actually pretty decent. It wasn't that great, but it was decent. I love to see it. Anoy Paredes actually did pretty good. Navaldo Rodriguez was not the one that did so well. So, actually, just a really good day for the Houston Astros and monster runs for the Astros. Moving on from that, Cray doubled to left. McCormick scored. Bregman to third, 9-1. Tucker singled to center. Bregman scored, and Correa scored in 11-1. And then the eighth, Renfroe homered to center, 419 feet. That ball was bombed. About the bats, Altuve. He did try to get on first pitch to bunt. Couldn't do it, but he does homer in the third to get 2 RBIs in the game. Gets a multi-hit game in the fifth with a single, and then walks in the sixth. Robo Garcia does come in for him. Garcia struck out swinging in the eighth. McCormick had a decent day, but not as great as some of the other guys in this lineup. Walked in the first. That was the only thing the Astros did in the first. Then he reached on an infield single to third. Altuve second, and Straw to third. This was actually very, very productive from McCormick because there were 2 outs. McCormick got the bases loaded, and then next to bat was Alex Bregman, who hit a single to get 2 runs. So if McCormick doesn't get that infield single, you're taking off 2 runs off the board. So that was basically McCormick giving an assist to Bregman. So great job for McCormick to, in my opinion, assist 2 RBIs. I mean, I don't think that's a thing, but in my books it is. Bregman had a decent day. Grounded into double play in the first to get out McCormick after he walked. But then the first time he gets on is in the fifth when he walks. Did they score in the fifth? Yeah, he scored a run when Tucker hit a single. So, yeah, that was good by Bregman. He did score a run. Bregman scored 2 runs today, got 2 RBIs, 1 walk. But after that walk, he had a single to score Altuve and Straw. Then he was hit by pitch in the 8th. Mr. Correa singled in the 2nd. I thought Correa had a very, very good day. Correa singled to center. Only time he did not get on base was when he struck out in the 3rd. Then he walked to get the bases loaded in the 5th. Then doubled to left to get a RBI to score McCormick. Bregman to 3rd. Correa walked in the 8th. Bregman to 2nd. So Correa with a very good day. Tucker, Correa, I would say Tucker, Correa, Altuve. Tucker, Correa, Altuve, Urquidy, and Taylor Jones had very good days today. Moving on to Kyle Tucker, single to right, Correa to 2nd in the 2nd. He did line out in the 8th and 4th, but then single to center. Altuve scored and Bregman scored for 2 RBIs. Correa does get to 2nd. And then in the 6th, he gets 2 more RBIs, single to the center. Bregman scored and Correa scored to get for Tucker to finish the day with 1 run, 4 RBIs, and 0 walks, and a 240 average in the game. Diaz, not the best game, but does get a single in the 2nd to give the bases loaded. And next, who would come on is Taylor Jones, who gets the sac fly. I love what Diaz did with this single because Diaz makes the bases loaded with 0 outs and gives Taylor Jones a chance to get either a crap load of RBIs or a grand slam, or to put the Astros on the board first. Taylor Jones hits a sacrifice fly to right. Correa scored. Tucker to 3rd in the 2nd. Singles to center in the 4th. Then he walks in the 6th. So yeah, a decent day from Taylor Jones. Miles Straw does single to center. That was all he did today. If he got in a fielder's choice, a single, and got into a double play that got Tucker home. Did not give the RBI to Straw, though, because you don't get RBIs like that. But Straw single, Jones threw out at 3rd. I was kind of mad at Jones for trying to run at this, but it was good aggressiveness, especially when you have the lead. It's fine. You have a big lead. Like the Astros, seriously, at this time, the Astros have a 11-1 lead. So it's fine, literally fine I was a little mad at Taylor Jones for being out at 3rd, but I was happy for him trying to, be aggressive and try to get at 3rd, especially it doesn't really matter when we're in an 11-1 lead. He's trying to basically put some runs on the board by getting at 3rd base. Then Martin Maldonado. Maldonado did score a run today. The Altuve homer in the 3rd, but besides him getting the run, he didn't really do anything. When he did get the run, he was because he got a single to first base. Then Altuve hit the homer. Then he grounded out, lined out, struck out. Pitcher wise, Urquidy 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. 87 pitches and 61 strikes. Most of his ABs that he faced, or most of his batters that he faced, mostly every pitch was a first pitch strike, besides the first 2, and then there was a couple others. But Urquidy did a hell of a job today for the Houston Astros. Hanley, he's just coming back up. Did a great job today. 1 innings pitch, strikes out the side. Great job from Manoli. In 18 pitches, 10 strikes, obviously. Doesn't really make sense how you get 10 strikes and 3 strikeouts, but, whatever. Navaldo Rodriguez, 2 innings pitched, 8th and 9th innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks, 0 strikeouts, 23 pitches, 12 strikes, 3.60 ERA. Urquidy's was 3.02, which was very good for Urquidy. But I would think that's the only time we're going to be able to see Rodriguez for a long time, because I would think one of Belak or Scrub will come back up. I don't think it'll be Scrub because Scrub just got sent down. So I would really, really, really think that Scrub is the guy. I mean, not Scrub. Belak is the guy that comes up, and Rodriguez comes down. I would be very angry if it doesn't happen, because it doesn't really make sense to send Belak down, because really, if you think about it, I can only name 5 pitchers who have been good off the bullpen this year. The 2 Ryans, Stanek, Presley. Javier, who's mostly been a starter this year, has only made 1 appearance off the bullpen, so it doesn't really count, but his 1 appearance off the bullpen was really good. Then you got Ken Emanuel, who's currently on the 10-day IL right now. And then you got Belak, who's just been sitting down. So I really hope that it turns out that Rodriguez gets sent down and Belak gets to come back, because Belak has been throwing the ball very well. Like, his last appearance, he was in the 10th inning on Saturday against the Padres, played very good. So with Blake Taylor coming back, I think Blake Taylor is going to be very good. A lot of people don't understand is, yes, Taylor did struggle in the 3 games he played in, but that's 3 games. Beginning of the season, there was the first 2 games of the season, and then it was the first game against the Angels, which was the 5th game. So he played in the first and second games of the season, and then the 5th game of the season. So you can't really tell what a guy's gonna look like from that. So yeah, glad to see Taylor and Urquidy back. I would bet we don't see Taylor till tomorrow. I would give Ryan Presley another day off after he screwed him off, making him go for a 4 out save, which he couldn't perform on. So I'd give him another day. I give the split. I would split the save between Stanek and Taylor tomorrow. Give them one of them an 8th inning, and then the other the 9th. Doesn't matter which who, because they're both going to be good. Stanek goes 8th. Taylor goes 9, or if Taylor goes 8 and Stanek goes 9, I would prefer probably Stanek 9, but Taylor, both have proved they're good 9th inning pitchers, and both have proved they're good 8th inning pitchers. So, yeah, leave a like on the video. Good win for the Astros to start the series off 11-2. Great for the Astros in the brain, for the mental standpoint for the team, and also it's good for the standings because we are only a half game back, and it's just a good day for the bats to be on fire like they were today. So yeah, and a good bullpen day, because we've only used 5 pitchers in the last 2 days, probably because we used them all in the first 2 games against the Padres, but it's not like we've needed them. So yeah, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more, subscribe, like I said, and peace out. Go Astros.